Hello everybody, this is Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, and if you're hearing this, that means it's Saturday, and if I'm saying this, it's more than likely not. Um, Recently been trying to give myself a little more leeway in terms of getting these done, trying not to put things off till the last minute, because I tend to get a bit more stressed out that way, and, well, there's more than enough stress in the world to go around, isn't there? That said, Saturday it will be by the time these words are coming out of the computer speakers on the YouTube or maybe the mobile device of choice, be that a phone or tablet. I'm not here to guess what you're watching, I'm just happy you are watching. Gonna load up ProTag's file on the little project we're calling .hack Tactics, where we are theming random NPCs in our party after .hack NPCs playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Taking a look at our formation, we have Protag, our squire, helping us get those levels and advancing as the overall beef and leader in our party. Up to level 5, moving pretty close, 47 experience towards level 6. Got Tsukasa up to Wizard, so we're making our way along here. Oh, before I forget, suppose I should bring up my little cheat sheet. I've got off camera here a little cheat sheet of the classes, because it's been a while. There we are. How great is a world with internet? But we got Tsukasa on his way to Summoner through Wizard. Just hit level 2. Also at level 2 is Kite, who we moved into Archer. We're probably going to use some Thief and Ninja skills along the way with Kite as well. Still debating on Time Mage. I don't know really if Time Mage is applicable. Maybe Oracle, since Data Drain does all sorts of screwy things and reverts people down. Mistral, still a chemist, but working her way to priest. I'm also thinking mediator, since she's such a personable person. And again, if you're watching this and you have any input whatsoever, it's more than welcome. I'm more than willing to take any input at face value, and the worst I could say is, nah. But we've got Mistral there, and we've got Sanjuro, who is a knight on his way to becoming a samurai. And we've also got Delita and Algus as guest spots. They're going to be there a good while, because we're not really going to do another story battle until we're ready to advance in gear and get some new locations. Now I think we're good to do one more Mandalia Plains, and then we could start moving into the Sweegie Woods, or Sweegie Woods, whichever way you prefer to say it. But first we're going to hop in between Igros Castle and the Garland Magic City until this happens right here. We get the little blue swoosh, and that tells us we're about to go into battle. Okay, we remember this setup. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Get Kite over there. Mistral is our chemist, and Sanjuro protecting the flank. Now remember, Protag's got Accumulate, and Accumulate is a very nice little skill that's going to allow Protag to just bolster that physical attack, and once he starts hitting enemies when they come closer, things pile up in a hurry numbers wise. Also piling up in a hurry are the number of enemies in close range. We saw a panther and a goblin off to our left, so it seems Sanjuro is going to have his hands full. We have a goblin directly down opposite us, and I can't tell if there's anything in the corner there. Looks like there might, but that might be a rock shadow as well. Go ahead, nope, nothing in that other corner. So we're against a panther and 2 goblins. That could be a lot worse. Get our quick accumulate. Make sure we tilt that screen up, and we'll just wait. That's what we'd do. Gonna move up to the high ground with Kite. Everything's kinda just at her. Panther was smart, stayed just out of range there. But this is where Kite will stay. Sandro will just look the other way for now. Tsukasa just gonna wait in place, as will Mistral. Let the goblins start taking their turns. And now it's just time to reinforce that we want the people waiting to just wait. First damage of the battle done by Tespi the Panther. And that's going to move us to act here. Going to bring Protag around the side. 24 damage, that's a good first strike. Don't think that will really hit anything. The thing with the escutcheon and the crossbows like that is they're direct line shots, so occasionally you could hit the enemy in front rather easily. Let's just try throwing a stone. We get a quality 6 damage there. And again, no need to really move. We'll just stay in place there. Let the goblins come to us. Do believe this one's going to go up and challenge Protag. Never a smart decision to challenge Protag head on. Not only did the goblin miss, but it takes 28 damage and a pushback on the counter tackle. Good to see that finally working to our advantage. Move Sandro right up by the Panther. Let's check out the charge time on charge +1. Yeah, we're gonna get that off in 3, so we'll take that charge +1 at 3 turns. Guaranteed hit for 30 damage. We will gladly take that. Cast a little white magic with Tsukasa here. Targeting Kite with the Cure. Going to move up a couple squares. And we're just going to move Mistral in right behind, have them watch each other's backs. Again, 30 quality damage dealt by Sandro. Now we're at an interesting juncture. We could easily hit the Panther again with a thrown stone, or we can take a shot at this goblin. Now let's go ahead, use the archer's range to our advantage. Take our shot and 12 damage, we hit. Good right here. Panther's going to take another swipe. 18 to Kite. Can't move though. It is locked in place. Protag could once again very easily finish off that Panther, but that's not what we're going to do. He's going to go right back and back of this goblin here, and 28 damage, more than enough to take it out. And Mistral's just going to hang out. Elibos, the goblin's gonna move up into an unknowingly precarious position for itself here. Just a base attack's gonna take out the Panther. Sandro more than able to get that job done. Tsukasa gonna go ahead, load up a little ice spell. And by little we mean more than enough to one-shot that goblin. Elibos the goblin. Then we're going to move Tsukasa back. Appears if we move up one square, Kite's going to have a free attack in. extra insurance and some extra job points as well. Finish with a flourish as Tsukasa gets to wield the wave, if you will, casting an awesome ice spell to finish this battle, netting us 1500 gil. We used no items. We used absolutely no items, and even though Mistral didn't get any job points really herself, I think we may have done just enough to advance her. Let's check out here. I think Yell is the... Oh yeah, we definitely want to get Yell for Pro Tag. Get him moving at superhuman speeds. Tsukasa. I didn't really learn much of anything of value there. How about Kite? What did Kite do? Picked up a few job points, nothing too crazy overall. Mistral, no, she advanced offensively. That was a little strange for us there, but I guess you'll have these things. Not really the route we want to take with her. Do something off the beaten path here. Let's go ahead and change job. Since Pro Tags equal parts bravery and faith, let's go ahead and change the job for Pro Tag. What do we have in priest skills for Pro Tag that might help? Go ahead and learn Cure and Protect. As a wizard, Fire, Bolt, and Ice. Because Ice is nice. And we're going to commit the ultimate sacrilege here. We're going to move our main character to a priest, simply because we can. Let's set some new abilities. Got white magic. I think we're going to stay with Guts on our second, and the rest will stay the same as well. But we're going to get there by hook or by crook, really. Gotta get them a weapon too, so I believe we'll be moving into town here. Garland Magic City seems to be a good place to buy one. Oh yeah. Go into the fitting room here just to make sure. Best fit. Ooh, the oak staff? Yeah, we can do that. 770, small price to pay. Really don't want to move on beyond Mandalia Plains until we get Mistral up to a dedicated priest. At which point we can move Pro Tag back to Squire and keep those points coming in. Does mean we have to change up our strategy just the tiniest bit, though. Pro Tag is now going to guard our flank. No, Pro Tag's going to sit dead in the middle. We're going to change our formation in a somewhat major fashion. Going to put Tsukasa on this side. Kite over here, Mistral on Protag's left, and Sanjuro on left front. So Sanjuro's our only melee fighter at this point. This is a very, very... I don't want to say frail or fragile. This is a very unorthodox party for me. I usually go in with a couple heavies. Got a Chocobo and a Panther. Let's see what we got down in the corner there. Goblin and a Chocobo. So this battle's already shaping up to be a touch more challenging. Oh, way more challenging. We got 3 Chocobos, 2 Goblins, and a Panther. This one could get a little dicey, folks. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at their levels, we're looking at level 5s here. Nice guard by Sanjuro, blocking the initial attack. Of course, the big worry is if you get the Chocobos all together, they're just going to go on a healing spree. Only a 77% chance, and I really don't want to waste a charge on the 77% chance, especially with everything it has to go through. So let's find out, will it, won't it? There we go, we got 30 damage in, and we only take 10 in return. Go ahead and move Kite up. Charge +1 will only do 15 damage. What will a basic attack do? 12 damage. Quality 12er. Have Mistral use a potion, just for the sake of accumulating those job points. And we're going to have Protag yell to his heart's content, and what Yell's going to do is just raise his speed like crazy here. But do we want to raise his speed? Or do we want to raise Sandra? No, we want to raise his. +1 speed. And we're going to hold off using Tsukasa until things get a little hairier here. Really want to group things up and maximize the usage of those black magic spells. So Protag up to level 6 now. Chocobos planning their grand entrance to battle here. Seem to be one turn away from striking for 2 of them, and the third, Nauticos, will move right in and take a peck at Mistral and deal 12 damage. Looks like Sanjuro has a chance to finish off the Panther, and will do so. Also able to move behind the Chocobo at this point. Mistral dealing 15 quality damage and getting a job level up, but also getting herself in some trouble, so we're gonna retreat her for a bit. Got an 85% shot here for 15 damage. Our charge looking like 4. I think we could risk the 4 here with half of our party still yet to move. Maybe 3 more damage. I say we take that chance. Goes Pesos the Goblin, Dark Wind the Goblin. Let's have Tsukasa cast a little white magic here. Keep Mistral in good health here. And there we go, 18 quality damage and a job level up for Kite. .22 health. You know Protag's not going to hit for a lot here, but it's worth the shot. 15 damage, 85% chance of hitting, and there you go. Now that Chocobo's in critical health and is probably just going to go for a Choco Cure when it gets the chance, and a little retreat. Now the other Chocobo are entering the fray. Not unexpected here. Straight charge right after Tsukasa. See, the nice thing about the Choco Cure is it goes for it right away and makes sure that our melee fighter, Sandro, is topped off as well. I'm pretty sure he was in the first place, but now that lets him move over here, get a clear shot in. For 35 damage. Potion here on Tsukasa. Move over to the corner here with Mistral. Seems like nothing is really in range to attack, but I'm going to take a shot here with the escutcheon. I'm going to say, if we go ahead and take this shot, we stand a decent chance at hitting the Chocobo, even though we're aiming for the blank square right past it. There you go, 18 damage, and Kite just showing his worth at that elevated position. Act a little black magic here, let's throw a little fire. Not gonna quite do the job, but if that Chocobo doesn't move, it will do more than enough to help us out. Slide Tsukasa over here and let Protag protect the back there. Gonna have Protag go ahead and cure up the party. Goblins are gonna get their turn to move, still out of range of the entire battle. It is amazing the amount of action that has happened. That's gonna put that Chocobo in critical range. And now we get a nice little refresher, so the only party member with damage right now is Kite. Protag gets a job level up, and that's really what we were after there. Chocobo moves to the other side to heal its buddy along with itself. And this is where it gets a little dangerous with the Chocobo. You get a couple of them together, and now all of a sudden, it's like we didn't do anything to them. We're just going to go ahead and have Protag yell again, get that speed count a little bit higher. Chocobo moves in. Hits for a lowly 8 damage. And finds itself walled in at the moment. Big old charge attack coming its way. Looks like it's going to be just out of range of Kite's escutcheon, and I don't think we've got the chance to really go after it. We do have a direct shot on that goblin. I'm not gonna lie, that Chocobo is the thing that worries me, so we're gonna take a shot at this flat spot here. Gonna move Mistral up. Have her chuck a potion at... Well, that's got no chance of success, so I guess Mistral will wait is what Mistral will do. %85% chance to melee attack with Tsukasa. Thunking that bird on the head for 9 damage, which means that we've pretty much sealed its fate. Here comes the charge from Sanjuro, 30 damage and a kill. Now the charge +1 does 18 damage to the Chocobo right next to Kite. Goblin's still trying to find a way into battle here. Let's do one more yell just to make sure that Protag's speed is as high as it possibly can be, and it's time to move into phase 2 of the Battle Priest. We're gonna move with Protag, pivot from yelling to accumulating strength. Chocobo's gonna hit for 12 damage on poor old Mistral. Gonna be joined by Yarnus. Hits for 15 damage. Now Mistral's in a bit of a jam. Gonna move over this way. Let's do a little self-potion here. Protag building up that power. Sanjuro's gonna come out, challenge the goblin, and look at that, pulls a high potion right out of the ground. That move find item ability finally paying off for us here. Get 30 quality damage in, takes 12 on the counter punch, but we'll take 30 to 12. Absolutely take that. Aim at one Chocobo, probably hit the other. Yep, 18 damage there. Good hit. Treasure chest there. Let's see how our black magic's looking. 4 turns. What's 4 turns looking like? Don't think either of those Chocobo are going to move in 4 turns. So let's drop a little ice on that panel, see the damage we could expect to do. 33 to that Chocobo and 31 there. It's not going to be a kill in either respect, but it is going to get them both critical. And while we're in the area, let's just have Tsukasa move up on top of this rock and grab us a high ether. That goblin wisely avoiding the ice spell, instead of going after Sanjuro and tackling for 18. See what Dark Wind does here. Goes for an eye gouge and hits. What do you know? Let's go ahead, sneak Protag over this way. 15 damage means that when Tsukasa's spell goes off on the following turn, scatter your chilly sharp blades. Ice. Awesome. We get the full text for the spell, and now we're just down to one Chocobo. Tsukasa with a big job level up there. And the Choco Cure, far less effective than it could have been. Only getting the bird back up to 25 and sending it retreating across the map. Much as I'd love to charge it with Kite, I think our better option is bailing out Sanjuro. Bring Mistral over this way. Hey, Mistral has eye drops. What do you know? Let's cure us some darkness, huh? I was thinking of a potion, but this works beautifully too. Move Protag up after the Chocobo. 18 damage, more than you're typically going to see out of a priest. And just keeping the pressure up. What's our charge time at? 3. Time to consult the old AT. 1, 2. Is that Pesos? No, that's Darkwind. I think we'll just get that charge off. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can't take out Darkwind on a charge attack. See if I'm reading this timing right. We've got the power. We've got the percentages. Kite hits with his attack. Tsukasa. Out of mana. We've done cast all we can cast this battle. So we're just going to move Tsukasa. We're just going to move Tsukasa back this way. Keep them safe. If the goblin goes after us, more than enough to come. Sure enough, Sanjuro able to take out Darkwind. Goblin goes for an eye gouge on Kite and hits. Pesos gets a level up there. Protag, all that yelling paid off. Gets to move before the Chocobo. And now we're gonna wall in the Goblin. Throw a stone. Only had a 64% chance of hitting, but by goodness we hit. Back that way. Yeah, Mistral's practically full health. Let's move up. 12 damage, because at this point the numbers are more than overwhelmingly on our side. Bring Sanjuro back, cut off any escape routes. Goblin in rough shape, but a huge critical hit sends Protag reeling and moving away. Pesos gonna go after Mistral, hits for 18, looking to retreat, and will do so. Cast a little cure between Mistral and Protag. Sanjuro just out of reach of the battle here. Kite over in a direct line. See if we can't just hit with this attack anyway. 12 damage, that'll end the battle. So even with the darkness, Kite able to finish things off. So far we haven't even taken a character death in any of these battles. Picked up 3,000 quality experience and should be able to set things back right now. Let's see what we picked up here. Wow, you could just see the list growing for Pro Tag, which is hilarious to me. That said, we're actually after none of those classes for Pro Tag. So we're going to go ahead and change his job back to good old Squire. Reset some abilities. White magic won't nearly be as good now. You know what? Maybe it's time to move on from Squire. Yeah, I'm feeling Thief at this point. Let's learn some Thief abilities, shall we? Take a look here. We could take Gil. That's really about the only thing we can do, but we're really after move +2 or jump +2. Also, the steel experience is nice, but I mean, in all honesty, we're just kind of after the move +2 here. So yeah, we'll leave steel there, we'll set Guts as our second. Really not too much else changing there, aside from our gear eventually. Actually, now that I think about it, our gear's pretty well set. Moving over to Tsukasa. Finally able to learn that bolt spell. Finish out our level 1s. Very important step there. What do we need to move into Summoner? Summoner requires Time Mage level 2. Well, what do you know? We have Time Mage unlocked. Anything big here? Oh, you can get Short Charge. Okay. Short Charge would be a good one. Let's learn Haste. I feel Haste is a good time magic spell. And we'll keep the black magic on as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and change job for Tsukasa, moving him up the ranks here to a time mage, just for the purpose of getting Summoner, really. Go ahead and switch to black magic there. Still no counter ability. That's about where we want to be there. Kite! What did Kite get us? Well, he got some valuable experience at the Archer class. Really want to go for Concentrate here. So I'm probably not grabbing anything else in Archer until we get that 400 for Concentrate. It's going to benefit a good deal from Pro Tag being a thief as well, I feel. Mistral. Mistral can finally be a priest. That is excellent news for us. She can cure. She can do the protect thing. I always go with those two first, because that's physical defense and that's extra hit points. Those are the biggies. She'll be able to learn fire and bolt and ice. So we'll have some black magic to throw around as well. So let's go ahead and change that job to priest. And thanks to last time where ProTag was out there, her items should already be pretty well optimized, no? Oh, that's right, because Tsukasa has. Okay. I forgot. The time mage ends up using the staff. Okay. But either way. Is there anything else she picked up there? Chemist, give her move find item. Picked up a decent bit of knight experience over the time. Not really what we're going for. Archer, nothing of value. What do we have in monk at 164? Nothing too crazy. Not gonna lie, 350 in monk to get chakra on a caster is pretty baller. Go ahead and set our black magic. Gain JP up and move find item. And Sanjuro. What did our buddy Sanjuro learn over summer vacation, huh? Not a whole hell of a lot useful. Guys, for flavor purposes, I'm going to keep Sanjuro at night until we can get that 400 for equipped sword, because even though it's not crucial and it's sort of detrimental to other classes like monk that we would need to get to samurai, I really kind of feel like it's a Sanjuro thing that he would always have a sword. So I'm going to make a flavor call on that one. Let's go ahead and move down. Go back in the shop, optimize our gear with everyone. ProTag's good, Tsukasa's good, Kite's good, Mistral gets fancy new duds, Sanjuro's good. So that's 770, again well spent. And before going any further, we want to go ahead and save up. Let's test ourselves. Let's give it one shot here. If we get a battle in Suiji Woods, we'll fight it. If we don't, that's where we're going to wrap up. Are we ready? Drum roll. Nothing. So it's February 5th, and that's where we're saving up. Folks, I do hope you've enjoyed this edition of Dot Hack Tactics. Made some tangible progress here. Take care, and we'll see you around.